Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer for MRC-TV. Last night at the presidential debate, Joe Biden said that Antifa was an idea and not an organization. We decided to ask people what they thought. Is Antifa an idea or an organization?
Antifa is an organization.
I feel like it's an organization. That's how from what I know, is an organization.
I'd say neither.
I feel that it's more of an idea than an organization, but I think that some people are organizing with the intent of being with like-minded individuals.
I think it sounds like an organization, but I also think that maybe it's an idea because I think I've heard some controversial things about whether or not it is an organization or an idea.
I don't know, maybe a mix of both.
All right, so is Antifa an idea or an organization?
I think it's an organization.
What I don't hear a lot in the media is people saying how it works and how people get into that. And honestly, I think they're no different than white supremacists.
We are a community-based organization that organizes for self-defense. So what that means is we're members of the community. We are people who work here, who live in Portland.
It sounds more like an organization.
Okay.
I don't even know what it is.
What do you think constitutes an organization or an idea?
An idea, I think, would probably just be like the principle of the thing, values maybe that you stand by, and an organization would be probably a group of people following that set of ideas.
This to be an open-facing project. Everybody's welcome except police and people that are affiliated with strong right-wing groups.
I mean, it's obviously well-planned and, for going ahead with the riots or whatever they're doing, But I think it definitely is because they do have different chapters too. Just like Black Lives Matter, they have different chapters, which would indicate it's an organization.
Joe Biden, is Antifa an idea or an organization?
Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia.
I still feel that it's more of an idea. It's more individuals acting out on their own.
Basically preying on people who want a sense of belonging, something like that. In terms of ideology, I think most of them don't even know what they're doing.
So you wouldn't remove your masks and say the things that you just said?
Not on camera.
Yeah.
So do you think collectively in all the various American cities where some of them are being arrested, do you think that kind of makes them an organized group because there's different chapters, they're known members of what is called Antifa?
That's a very interesting question. Maybe, but probably to be an organization, you maybe need to be a little bit more organized.
And do you think that their acts of violence should be condemned?
Yes, I do.
I think any acts of violence should be condemned.
Acts of violence is absolutely not acceptable. I'm a libertarian, and we found ourselves on the non-aggression principle. Don't hurt people and don't take their stuff.
Really invested in cultivating the capacities for our bodies to just be stronger, because at the end of the day, it's stronger people harder to kill.
And if members are committing acts of violence and getting arrested, do you think that should be condemned by the presidential candidates?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's against the law, so.
I don't think there should be acts of violence, but I think protesting, you should always be allowed to protest.
Public acts of violence, I think, is not a good thing.
Well, I think the violence isn't necessary. You can certainly get your point across without being violent. They're hurting people and they're hurting property. And the thing is, they're hurting their neighbor's property. It's private property. Why would they hurt them?
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense to hurt somebody you don't know and let's go destroy their house or beat on their car. But, to make a point, you don't need to do that.
Well, we received a mixed bag today. There are some who are still convinced that Antifa is just an idea. Others say it's definitely an organization. We also came across a few people who didn't even know what Antifa was. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. From MRC-TV, I'm Jessica Kramer.